Like, do you know what? Normally I'd ask you a question, Shaka. I'm just going to give you a platform right now. Newcastle United League Cup final, not won a big trophy domestically since 1955's FA Cup. They did win the Fairs Cup in '69. You know what? Just do what you like here for the next couple of minutes. Talk about Newcastle and Liverpool in the League Cup final, how they got there, and are they going to win?
Listen, you've got to enjoy everything about Newcastle, their fans, and these big games and these experiences to come. 2 years ago, I thought Newcastle had a better shot against Manchester United under Erik ten Hag, but just fluffed their lines in the final. This time around, they come up against who I think right now are not only the best team in English football, but the best team in Europe, in Liverpool. You saw that again against Spurs in the semi-final. And I can't help but wonder, if not worry, that it's going to be heartbreak for Newcastle yet again. But that aside, I think it's a testament again to the job that Eddie Howe continues to do. While it was a disappointing season by the last season was a disappointing season by the previous season's measure, given how good they'd been, got to a cup final, and then last season with the injuries and the exertion of the Champions League, it just didn't deliver. This season, things are back on track, and Newcastle continue to progress. And I think it's a good sign that while we're still talking or not yet talking about Newcastle lifting significant silverware, we are talking about Newcastle being in their second final in 3 years. That takes some doing.
It's a fixture, LME, that has seen 6 goals in the last 2 meetings. 3-3 earlier this season was outstanding. Fabian Schär with the equaliser late on. But it's not a good fixture for Newcastle. They haven't won it for a long time, since they won by 2-0 in December 2015. Martin Skrtel own goal and Gini Wijnaldum. What do they have to do against the side Shaka's just described as one of the best, if not the best, in Europe?
They have to pretend that Wembley is St. James's Park. When Newcastle are at St. James's Park, like we saw just this game against Arsenal, they are an absolute machine. They reminded me a lot of a chubby, snot-nosed Peruvian watching 1996, 1997 Shaka Hislop's Newcastle United. I remember Alan Shearer's first season there, Faustino Asprilla later on. They were absolutely in your face and loving it. And what I saw against Arsenal gave me a lot of memories of that. Some people have said that the snot-nosed, chubby Peruvian remains. But regardless, what I see from Newcastle here is outstanding. But I think that when you remove yourself from St. James's Park, that worries me against how Shaka rightly has said, a very good, the best team in Europe in Liverpool. But they can do this. They just really need to go at Liverpool 24/7. Okay, I think that Jacob Murphy deserves an England call-up in March. I think that Sandro Tonali is playing out of his mind, and Alexander Isak, alongside Harry Kane, is the best striker in the game right now. And if they can just have that belief from what they have at home and just be supported by the Magpies that's right next to them at Wembley, they can do this. They just have to really carry that home support into Wembley. It's going to be very difficult, but you cannot allow for Liverpool to control this, because Arne Slot's team, aside from everything else that they have, is they are in complete control. But if you can disrupt that control in that game, then something can be done. I mean, it's going to be, hopefully, as you mentioned, so many goals, a really exciting Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, normally this would be the 4th of 4 as far as importance goes for Liverpool, followed by the FA Cup in third, and then League and Champions League. But the fact it could be Arne Slot's first trophy, they'll be just as keen to get something on the board for their new boss, because it could be the start of a quadruple. Long way to go, of course. That's still to come at the end of this month. Plenty of time to preview that.